Good afternoon, everybody. This is Tuck Talk number 31. One last kick at the cat. Man, I don't know how this happens. I'm at the crossroads and I've got to make one of the toughest decisions I've ever made in my life. And it's a one-shot deal. You see, I'm barely making enough money to live, you know. I'm a pest management specialist. I've been doing it for 3 years. I've got really good at my job. But it's expensive to live on Vancouver Island, and I pay my rent. I feed myself poorly, and that's about it. I found out how vulnerable my situation was during this past 6 months after 2 motor vehicle accidents and a hospital visit. And I don't know if I've ever publicly expressed my gratitude for the many people that came out of nowhere and helped me out financially during that time. You know who you are. I can't begin to express how much it meant to me. A number of people sent me money, and it made the difference between me eating and not eating. Me paying my rent and me not paying my rent. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. It will never be forgotten. So, I've been frustrated with my own employer from day one. Basically, we're radically different people, and he tends to hold me down. I've got a good skill set. I've been a manager most of my life, international door-to-door sales experience. I'm intelligent. I can communicate verbally. I can type 100 words a minute. I can write. I can express myself. I'm computer savvy with all the basics. When I look back over my whole career, I've never really had 2 jobs that had anything to do with one another. And I've never been afraid of that before. I have a large degree of confidence. I have a large degree of confidence in my ability to think, my ability to learn. And it's always paid dividends. But this situation's a little different. It's the 9th inning. There's 2 out. The count's 3-2, and I'm the pitcher. The game's tied. If I screw this one up, I'm in big trouble. You see, there's a big pest company that's been well established on the mainland for a number of years, and they've approached me because they want to expand on Vancouver Island. And they want me to be that expansion. They're willing to offer me a base salary that's higher than what I'm earning now. And they're offering me an extremely lucrative commission and bonus package that could effectively double my salary if I can pull it off and if I can kick some ass. I'd be a one-man show for quite some time. I would have to create something out of nothing here. I would have to go head-to-head against my own employer and every other company on the island. And it would be just me. I'd have to go out there and solicit new customers, sell jobs, do the jobs, build a route. And then when I've established a large enough route, I'd have to hire a new technician, train him how to do the route, and hand it off to him and start again. And go through this process multiple times, until I've built a team here that represents the expansion for this mainland company. Without getting into details, because you know, I don't want to slag my current boss. It's not that he's a bad person. We just have a personality conflict, and we see business differently. And it's never going to change. to salvage my own dignity and my own self-respect and to be the most that I can be, I think I have to leave at this point. He doesn't reward my successes, and he holds me back. I'll never make more money with him. The only chance I have to rise above subsistence living and eat properly, that's one of my primary concerns. I can't believe how crappy I've eaten in the last year, you know? Not because I'm foolish or lazy in that department. I'm just buying what I can afford. And it's taken its toll on me to a degree. I feel it, you know? I'm not as strong as I should be. So here's the exciting end of things. For the first time in 3 years, I turned on my computer and popped up the job bank on Craigslist. Lo and behold, 4th job down from the top was this job offer. I redid my resume. I did a 1-page cover letter. I sent it off to the owner of the company. 20 minutes later, he phoned me and we had a 2-hour phone conversation as our primary interview. And it was fantastic. Everything I heard was totally positive. He had to go to Europe to visit with his son. And when he came back, he phoned me up and said he wanted to interview me face to face. And he flew in to Vancouver Island yesterday. And we had another 2.5-hour interview. And it was fantastic. And he's done something that no employer's ever done to me before. He's allowing me to fabricate the job offer that I want to receive. I've promised that I'll give that to him by this coming Sunday. In the event that I accept, or he accepts the job offer I've created, presents it back to me, and I accept it, I could begin this new job as early as the middle of next month. When I give my notice to my current employer, he could let me go right on the spot, leaving me without a vehicle and without a paycheck. And it's going to be a complete sink or swim situation for me. The new company's going to buy me a truck, give me a telephone, provide me with all the necessities I need. And what's different is that I don't have a team on the island to support me. Sure, the company's big, they've got a lot of money behind them, and they're going to be supporting me in whatever way they can from across the ocean. But it's going to be 100% completely and entirely up to me, whether I sink or swim. Now, at 55 years of age, I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, I've probably got 10 more years that I can work. And I don't have any money in the bank. God knows. I'm going to have to work until the day I die. Okay, I can deal with that. So let's say I'm going to live another 10 years. The advantage of this new job opportunity is that while I'll be doing the physical aspect of it for at least the next 5 years, while I establish routes, build new customers, hire and train new people, the job position does offer an opportunity where I could step back into more of a purely management position and maybe spend 60 to 65 not busting my ass killing things out in the field on a daily basis. I'm sure my body would appreciate that at one point, to be able to take a break from that. The downside is the non-compete agreement that comes with this new job. In a nutshell, it states that if I quit or get fired or leave for any reason, I'm not allowed to re-enter the industry in any way, shape, or form for 3 years. Woo! So that would nullify my most current skill, my certifications, my licenses, my best chance at hopping from one job into another. That goes out the window. So when I call this the last dance, if I accept this, I have got to make it work. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Nobody wants to hire an old guy, you know. It's a high-stress situation. And I've been in high-stress situations since the day I was born. All I've really asked for is a 1% chance of success. One of the most frustrating things in my life has always been being put into situations where there's a 0% chance of success. There's nothing more frustrating to me on this whole planet than such a scenario. And God knows I've been in a few of those as well. But I'm a warrior. You give me a 1% chance of succeeding, and I'm not afraid. I will tackle the problem. And in many cases in my past, given that 1% chance of success, I have succeeded. This is going to take everything I've got, everything I've ever learned, all of the effort that I can muster, every last physical, mental, and emotional resource that I could summon from the depths of my being if I'm going to pull this off. It is not an easy thing to do. There's a lot of competition on this island in this particular industry. Ha! I'm going to be going head to head against my old boss and my old co-workers as well. I'm a fighter. I'm a warrior. I've never backed down from a challenge. And I think during the course of this talk, I've just talked myself into it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. If we iron out the wrinkles in the next couple of days, I could be starting this new position as early as mid-July. And I'll keep you posted, folks. This is going to be one hell of a ride. And for me, everything's on the line. Everything. Wish me luck. Bye for now.